Hello. I'd like to invite you into a vision, not of escape, but of return. The Vale of Shala Kai is a covenant of sacred stewardship and community. It's a living promise between people, land, and spirit, a sanctuary where sacred stewardship replaces ownership, and community is not a retreat, but a rebirth. As John Mayer once said, the clearest way into the universe is through a forest wilderness. And in that wilderness, we find not isolation, but connection. Connection to the rhythms of the earth, to each other, and to the sacred within. The Vale is a place where we remember what it means to belong. So what is the Vale of Shala Kai? It's a covenantal off-grid community rooted in spiritual reciprocity, where daily life is woven with ritual, justice, and shared labor. The name itself shares meaning. Shala, from the Sumerian goddess of compassion and mirth. Harvest. Kai, from the Polynesian god of the sea, flow, and spirit. This is not a retreat from the world. It's a rebirth into harmony. A place where the sacred is not reserved for ceremony, but infused into every meal, every sunrise, every act of care. As philosopher Pierre Teilhard de Chardin reminds us, we are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And that experience in the Vale is sacred. In fact, testimony from off-the-grid community members like Laura and Tim, who built their cabin in the Appalachian Mountains, speak to this transformation. They said, "We wake up to the soothing melodies of birds, have breakfast with the rising sun, and spend our days tending to our garden and exploring the wonders of the wilderness. This is the rhythm we seek to restore." At the heart of the Vale are 6 guiding values. Stewardship, not ownership. Land and resources belong to all. Equality and consent. Every voice matters. Every relationship honors boundaries. Community and ritual. Meals, storytelling, and ceremonies bind us together. Justice and restoration. Harm is addressed with truth, compassion, and communal vote. Solar, wind, and water and human power fuel our lives for sustainability. And our sacred rhythm, we use seasonal cycles to guide our labor, energy, and governances. These are not ideals, they are practices. They are the soil from which our community grows. And as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. In the Vale, we bend it together, not with force, but with care. These values are lived in the everyday, in how we cook, how we listen, how we repair what's broken. To live these values, we build with intention. Our community covenant affirms belonging and stewardship. Our justice charter uses circles and rotating cycles and restorative processes and sacred protection. We align our labor and energy plans with the seasons, working with nature, not against it. And we use compatible questionnaires to ensure harmony for all who join, adult and children alike. These practices are not rules. They are rituals of relationship. Consider the story of Lupe and Manuel, who built trust through restorative justice circles in California's CHAT project. They stated restorative justice gave them the tools to move forward, not with punishment, but with healing. This is what we mean by sacred protection. We do not punish, we restore. We do not isolate, we listen. And we do not govern by hierarchy, but by rhythm, rotating leadership and seasonal councils and shared responsibility. We envision the Vale rooted in mountainous roots, forest, mountains, fresh waters, on 50 to 100 acres land to start with. We look to build dwellings, gardens, and ritual spaces. We could start with 10 to 50 souls to live off-grid in a covenantal community. This is not fantasy, it's already happening. According to Moscore's 2025 report, the off-grid housing market is projected to grow over $2 billion to just under $5 billion by 2032. And 93% of off-grid energy users report improved quality of life. These numbers reflect a growing desire for sustainability, intentional living. And off-grid homes are 20 to 30% more energy efficient than traditional homes. But beyond the data, there's deeper truth. The land is calling. As a Native American proverb reminds us, the land is not inherited from our ancestors, but borrowed from our children. The veil is our way of returning it with love. We will build with our hands, plant with our hearts, and govern with the wisdom of the seasons. The Vale of Shala Kai is a living covenant, a rebirth, a promise, a place where we come not to possess, but to belong, not to rule, but to serve. And as Margaret Mead said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. We are that group. We are the ones who remember, who gather not in fear, but in hope, who build not walls, but circles. May this vision call forth those who seek sacred rhythm, shared purpose, and a home where spirit and soil entwine. Thank you.